Hello, friends. Thank you for your support. We are going through a very difficult time. The invasion of Russian tourists is putting more and more pressure on the front, and they do not care about losses. Avdiivka is being turned into a pile of garbage. It is not clear why Russians are giving their lives. The enemy is using phosphorus in Avdiivka. The poisonous smog is spreading all over the territory of the coking coal plant. 60 aerial bombs day and night. The use of cabs has increased. Cabs are much worse than artillery. They are aerial bombs of 250 kilos and half a ton. Continuous infantry assaults with the use of armored vehicles also continue. And here is the face of the Russian peaceful world. They use propaganda sound recordings to try to demotivate Ukrainian defenders. This usually happens before major Russian offensives. However, such propaganda vehicles do not last long, as they are blown up by mines or destroyed by drones.
You've been saying that Hitler is gone for 80 years, but actually his cause is with us, and
Krinky Forest in the Kherson region Ukrainian defenders are carrying out sanitary work against parasites. The village was occupied by Russian troops in the first days of the full-scale invasion, and in June 2023, it suffered from the explosion of the Kakhovka hydroelectric power plant. Currently, the Ukrainian military is actively using various means of destruction to destroy Russian targets in the occupied part of Kherson region. Today, the tourists tried to conduct assaults from the northeast and east of Avdiivka, deploying 7 tanks and an infantry fighting vehicle. 2 T-90M breakthrough tanks and 3 T-80s got stuck 1 kilometer from the zero line. The pilots managed to pull out 1 T-80. The T-90 was destroyed, and the guys are trying to work with FPV. But the electronic warfare is a bit of a hindrance. 2 T-80s and an infantry fighting vehicle that reached the assault site hit mines and were destroyed by FPV. Tourists in tattered rags catch up with a burning armored vehicle from the last possible effort. The trek to Berlin ended somewhat earlier than planned. After an excellent kamikaze drone arrival from the air bombers of the Bulava Company of the 72nd Mechanized Brigade. What burns will not rot. This wonderful Ukrainian folk wisdom is illustrated by the pilots of the RUPAC units, together with the Boer of the 110th Separate Mechanized Brigade, who persistently and purposefully burned a Russian T-72B3 tank of the 2022 model. Today, there are some fierce assaults in Avdiivka. Groups of 50 are moving in, which was not even the case in Bakhmut. They are trying to push towards Lastochkino and push through the woods to the west of Avdiivka. In Krinky minus a group of Russians who tried to gain a foothold in the basement of the last house to the forest. Damn rats. They should have been hiding in holes somewhere, but they know they will die and are still attacking. The soldiers of the 128th Brigade repelled an enemy assault and captured 11 occupants from the 71st Motorized Rifle Regiment of the Russian Armed Forces. The soldiers covered the armored vehicles with artillery on the approach. The soldiers of the 128th Brigade repelled an enemy assault and captured 11 occupants from the 71st Motorized Rifle Regiment of the Russian Armed Forces. The soldiers covered the armored vehicles with artillery on the approach. One way or another, when we withdraw from the positions in Avdiivka, we still have to take prisoners because there are a lot of these trench rats. Unfortunately, you can't show on YouTube how many of them have already been deactivated, but I can congratulate you on the figure of 400,000. Thank you for your support and help. We also have to leave our positions due to a catastrophic shortage of artillery ammunition. During the 4 months of active assaults on Avdiivka, the Russian army lost about 100,000 troops. About 7,000 Ukrainian soldiers were lost. In Izhevsk, Russia, a drone production facility was successfully hit. The fire engulfed the 3,500 square meter building. Such videos warm the soul. Look at our soldiers on the first line of defense. No matter how difficult it is for them, they smile and do not lose their humanity. Simple things that are often lacking in the rear. That's why we are going to keep on working. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Hugs to everyone.
Все, ховай.